All right, what I'm doing is I'm starting the live stream a little bit early here. I'm trying different techniques here. You know, it's all about the serious people that come to the live stream. Now, a lot of people will, because of the different time zones, will watch the live stream after. However, it doesn't matter. If you come to the live stream, you have a chance to ask me a question, especially if you're struggling out there, and especially if you're serious for success. That being said, we're going to wait for people to come in, and then we're going to start the live stream, right? Probably in about 7 minutes from now, okay? Because the live stream officially starts at 9:30 p.m. and I started it at 9:27 p.m., right? Again, why do I do this? To show the importance, to show people that, you know what, this, people who are serious for success, they will do whatever it takes to get to the live stream, right? And those people will show up on time. This is early. Yep, some people already came in already. Let me see who's in. Hello, Mez. See, serious for success they come. I started it a little early, Mez. Who's out? Who else is watching? Shout it out. There's two people right now. Who else coming in? It's early right now. Hello, Ash. You see, the serious for success they come to the live streams. Remember, I've explained this many times that most people are not serious for success. Most people are destined for failure. And I cannot help those, and nobody can. They will fail, they will fumble and crumble. That I guarantee you. Hello, Nicole. Are you, I don't recall, I don't, Nicole, are you new? Nicole Polson, I don't recall, this name does not, are you new, Nicole? No, okay. All right, people are starting to come now. I did start early and people did come. Okay, more people are coming. Again, we're going to start more around 9:35 people. But again, the people who are serious to success, they come early. Now don't forget, 9:30 sharp, right? Or in between 9:30 to 9:35, those are the serious people in between when I started. The first 7 minutes, serious people for success, right? Hello, David. See, another one coming in. Serious for success. Everybody hear me? PowerTarget Trade people. You see, who else does these live streams? Talking to people one-on-one, explaining the facts, explaining the complexity of the market. Nobody, because they don't have any skills. PowerTarget Trade does. All right, now I gotta also keep this, people. I've got to keep this live stream tight. I got to keep it within an hour. I always kind of lose track, and this is something, one of my goals is not to lose track, is to stick to my guns. I'm not in the group, but I come to the live streams when I see you are. Well, get yourself into the group if you want success, Nicole. You know, if you want success, you gotta keep grinding at this. See, you gotta be able to go through the sun phase, which is the best part, and then the rain phase to catch the next sun phase. A lot of people, what happens is they hit the rain phase, and then they miss the sun phase, and they go through a vicious cycle. PowerTarget Trade, boom, I'm at this all the time. This is why I know what success is. Success is for the few, not for the many. This is a fact. There was a guy named Rich Piana. He had something talked about 5%ers. What did he mean by this? He said 5% will succeed. He called it 5%. He was trying to he was marketing, and he did very well, marketing himself to the top 5%. 5%. You notice the other 95. What is the other 95? What do you think? Stock clown. They're stock clowns, like the stock clown. All right, people, it's only 1 minute now, and the official time that the not live stream is, A lot of people usually come after, but we're going to wait a few more minutes before I get going so that everybody in the live stream get to see, this from start to end. I do this for the serious people, right? And of course, this live stream is going to be very educational to study as well. That's how I have to structure it. So again, people, at this point in time, it's 9:32 p.m., right? And that's only 2 minutes since I officially, let me check if I posted. Officially, yeah, I did. Okay, officially posted. Okay. So we'll give this few more minutes. Again, people, we're waiting for more people to come in because I did just launch the live stream and I launched it a little early. It's only 2 minutes. And you always got to give people a little bit of time. And then we're going to start talking. And again, I'm talking to serious people. Again, you can always watch the whole live stream, but you won't have a chance to ask me a question, especially if it's a serious one, or ask for some advice one-on-one, right? One-on-one. Understand? You know, this is a great live stream, people. I'm going to tell you this. I got a lot of important points to make, and I can illustrate it in the charts. See, like this. See? Watch this. See? You can see that's why I position me over here for more chart visualization. Okay, it's about 9:33 right now. Hello, NI Tempe, another serious person for success, right? So it's 9:33. We're going to wait a couple of more minutes, and then we're going to get going. Again, like I tell everybody, if you're watching this after the live stream is over, you want to make sure you're watching it at the right time. Like when I really start, right? And again, it's 9:34. I'm going to start in about 1 minute because people tend to come. I don't know why this is right when I end it. So I can't wait for those people. I know it's a time zone issue. So let's make this live stream very powerful, regardless of who's coming in here. I do this for the serious people who are serious for success. All right now. Don't forget, people, to like the live stream. Stock Clown does not like that. And by the way, yes, the Stock Clown trolls me to this day. Still trolling me because he can't take it how I destroy him and beat him. Cannot take it. Hello, David. Hello. Okay, we're going to start this live stream now. So the live stream starts now. If you missed the live stream, it starts now. So now the live stream is going to start. All right, people. So I want to talk about what I said. I want to make a strong point. What I said on May 31st, right over here. Now, when this was happening, there was a lot of fear in the market. Okay. Now, one of the metrics that I have is that I understand what the market is really saying, but it doesn't mean that it's going to protect us from everything that we get into, especially when the market can confirm things. Because the market, what it does is it changes its mind like this. And the proof is right here. And let me explain this. So when it was negative, people were, the market's going lower, I'm right, blah, 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 blah. Okay, smart losers. But who's correct today when we're seeing where the SPY is? Do you want to know what the SPY did in 2 days? If I was so wrong, if I wasn't so correct, how do you explain this? It's because what I see is called the big picture, okay? Every trader is what I call a pebble trader. They have no idea of real market movement, okay? No idea. I do. That being said, again, let's take a look at this. May 31st on my stream, I explained that the market, I'm going to draw it here, the fib level. So I took this here. Now, I'm also going to talk about this time period. It's very important you pay attention to this. So I took this Fibonacci and I did a Fibonacci, one of my analysis, and I said to myself, the way the market was going down, first of all, my scans and stocks that remained positive did not agree with the drop because the market was doing what I call reorganization, giving so many signals that it doesn't matter how powerful system is, it's going to throw things off. But was I right, the big picture? Obviously I was. Look at the bounce. Do you think the stock clown could see that there was a problem? No, the guy was laughing. The guy wasn't even short what was important. People with big mouths weren't even short what's important. They were trying to buy dips that they got out of and they missed the real move. Right? We were in a position that was 80% against us, is now for us. Is now for us. because I held with the rules. That was Home Depot, by the way. PowerTarget Trade. Now, that being said, look at the move. Understand that what happened is we took out today almost 5 days of downside. Why do you think that? It's because what I see is the big picture. It is bigger than any trader out there what I am able to do. It is what billionaires can't even figure out. Right? And I do this with options, but with options we have an issue. When okay, I'm going to explain what's changed in the market, by the way. Hello, Dexter. Hello. Good evening, Stephen Joy. I'm going to tell you what's changed with the market right now, okay? So, there are what are called different factors in the market. Okay, so what do I mean by that? Okay, we have things that are being introduced into the market that are factors the market needs to reorganize. So, for example, when the tariff deals, right? So Trump starts with tariffs, right? Because he believes that the tariffs are going to help the American economy. All right. But do you think everybody is going to agree with what Trump says? Obviously not, right? So it throws a monkey wrench into the market. Now the market, even though it remains bullish, it will throw some things off. Again, these are factors that weren't factors in other periods of times when the market was correcting. The market's always been correcting due to a lot of things like possibility of war, a lot of political issues that complicate things. But when it comes to the big picture, I'm not going to talk about Tesla right now. When it comes to the big picture, okay? When it comes to the big picture, okay? What I'm able to do time and time again is documented. It's very well seen, okay? Over and over again. In fact, I'm going to scroll and let's see if we see this. Yeah, we see it. See, right since 2016, I called for reversal. Do you know that many people were baffled by what I said? I had even followers that couldn't believe it. And was I right? Well, the market shows for itself. But did the market simply go up? No. There's going to be things. PowerTarget Trade. I've defended the market every single time. Here I defended the market. Okay, in 2016, in early 2017, I defended the market. I defended the market here. 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 I defended every time I defended the market. While many thought it was the end of the road, people were calling for the market was finished. Its rally back in 2014. So trust me when I'm telling you. I massacre most out there in skill. I massacre them. Now, here's another problem out there. Most people have baby mind skills. We're talking about the everyday trader. They don't understand the big picture, so I try to educate people of the facts. If you go through my YouTube videos back to 2016, time and time again, you will see PowerTarget Trade defending the market and PowerTarget Trade being correct, just like I did on May 31st. Well, everybody thought it was, I had people in my group even were saying, I think the SPY is going to go to 2,600 and something. I said, that's a good guess, I said. That's a possibility. But you're guessing right now. What I talked about was key supports. So let me go back to key supports now. All right, so what did I say? I talked about a 38.2% retracement, which is this over here. What am I going by? Statistical measurement. But not only that there was a retracement that we could retrace, that was bullish, that we didn't even hit. For example, if a market has a move from this point to this point, a retracement is normal. Do people think the market is going to go simply up? But the market was making it clear many times that that's not going to happen, the way we had bounced certain points. Also being able to confirm, but when I make plans, by the way, it takes a lot to confirm them. But the market was able to do that, which again throws extra problems. But was I wrong the big picture? I'm going to show you how that is not the case, time and time again, right? Why? Because when you see these revamp, this kind of bounces this is not a regular type of bounce. You get a one-day bounce in a negative market, and that's it. You don't get follow through, right? But does it surprise me? Absolutely not. Why does it not surprise me? Because in my scans, in my system, I'm able to identify what is the market really saying. Just like I defended the market, people, I'm going to zoom out over here again. Just like here, people were thinking PowerTarget Trades nuts. He's calling for the market to reverse. Again, people, if we go to my stream in December, word for word what I said happened. I said the market is going to go and test 300 when it was retracing 80% of a move. Why? Because as it was going down, I continuously told people this market is going down for the wrong reason. It is not due to market structure. Again, most billionaires could not even see this with their thing. It's too powerful of the system that I created, and only the smart who study what I say have a chance to succeed. That dummies are just dummies. They're looking for the quick bucks. I can't help dum-dums. You got to keep at this. Going through this, but if you catch the sun over and over again, look at, I made a plan for BA, one stock, 5 times in a row, right? Huge gains, 300%, 200%, 100% gains. Many people missed some of those winning gains. You know why? They were caught up in the negative. They didn't understand that the market changes. PowerTarget Trade, I said, listen, people, I have an idea. I believe BA is going to be, and at the time, Apple was not going to be the leader. I was identifying BA because BA at the time had no issues. There was no plane crash that hit BA later on. And until that plane crash came in, that changed the picture, and again, a factor that again, what I talked about, factors that we cannot see through the charts. But on the majority of the picture, all the information theoretically is in many, many, many companies. But for those companies to make my screen, from my experience of what to look for, it's very difficult. And this is why I'm able to predict these reversals in the market. I just use this as another simple way to explain it with regular charts, with a Fibonacci retracement. I use many, many, many powerful tools that are consistently help me get the big picture. I can't get every flip and flop. That's not what I'm about. I'm about the big picture. And since February 11, 2016, PowerTarget Trade has smashed many professionals out there in terms of what the market was really going to do, from Tony Robinson to Carl Icahn, to many other people that may have said negative things about the market in 2017, 2018, 2019, and onwards and onwards. If the market is bearish, PowerTarget Trade, when you hear me talk about something bearish, lo and behold, you're going to see some bad things happen to the market. But until that happens, PowerTarget Trade is all you have to hear. I am a master at this stuff. A master higher than anything else out there. If you want to take advice from baby scalper traders who have no idea 5 minutes ahead of them, 10 minutes ahead of them, then fine. I guarantee you, you might make some quick bucks here and there, but longevity they do not have. They don't have the health as PowerTarget Trade. They can't lead on both metrics. PowerTarget Trade, I lead on both metrics. That's why I do the live streams. I do the live streams to educate people, to empower people, to prove to the people what I say. Anybody wants to say otherwise, they're gonna lose. Because PowerTarget Trade, I have the documented proof. You want the money? You want to? Everything I say is 1,000% true. I've defended the market and been correct the big picture since February 11, 2016, beyond anyone else out there. Documented very. If we were to really comb through, if someone wants to pay me millions of dollars, they will lose the millions of dollars. I guarantee you, I welcome it. Believe me, nobody wants to challenge that, because I welcome it. Please, come on. You'll be out millions. I'm the big picture leader. You are clowns. Okay, now, that being said, all right, now I gotta calm down. So, let's take a look at facts. Okay, Home Depot. Now, Home Depot, I was correct, but a market made that change, and of course, Home Depot did hold my rules, right? Made a nice comeback. Now, here's MasterCard. Now, this is what I want to get at. Here's my proof again. So I'm going to get MasterCard. Now look at this. MasterCard had taken me had confirmed one of my plans. I can't forget where it was. I think it was, yeah, it was this day here. And it was holding. Then they did this thing. But look at this. As soon as the market, how it changed its mind, right here. That's how we know. Look at the move it made. Look at that move. In fact, it wiped out all this practically. It wiped out 1, 2, 3, 4. Why do you think that is? More proof of market indecision, market changes of mind like the wind. However, was I wrong in the big picture? Absolutely not. MasterCard favors higher prices, bar none. But it doesn't mean when you do the right things that everything will go smoothly, because that's an impossibility due to factors, unknown factors that creep into the market. Trump says something negative, and temporarily the market could have a change of mind. Don't forget now, the market is more difficult than ever before. One of the reasons being is you have more people accessing the market, like, for example, through mobile devices, the smartphone, right? That wasn't present so much in 2012, 2010, in the year 2000, you name it. Never before. So there's more of an influence by, we'll call dumb money. And dumb money can be scared out of the market and cause the market to do these things. This is the proof right over here. So again, if MA, now MA could have continued to just stay at this point, but it reversed, and since it failed my rules, I didn't really care about this. But when I see this, what keeps me going is I understand that I am correct greater than 80% of the time when the market doesn't have any crazy factors thrown in, monkey wrenches that can affect it short term, like Trump tweeting something about a tariffs or something that the market may not understand or maybe it disagrees with temporarily. But does it change the big picture? Absolutely not. The American companies are doing great with earnings. And this is what I'm looking at. Tariffs could affect certain companies, but I'm not going to go and try to debate if Trump's making the right decisions or not. That's not for me. We have no power in this. This is government power, right? My job is to figure out how to solve problems due to other issues coming in the market. And basically, I did that because I said, listen, people, I actually put out a couple of plans. They already won. And we did this all in fear. I identified those winning plans. I identified CCI, and I posted CCI, for example, saying that this stock is telling us something. Lo and behold, this is why the market flipped. It's understanding the real mechanics of the market, and most people do not. They are called listen to me. A day trader is a baby scalper. We understand that again. Baby scalper. I don't care how much money they make, baby scalper. Ask them to be able to catch real movement. They cannot. They do not know how to. And I don't want to make money that way because then it becomes small mindset. I want to make money from making the money from the real direction. This market has remained bullish. The stock clown called it a bubble in 2016. You have to understand that. And why do I mention someone like the stock clown? Because this is a guy with old world thinking that cannot see the big picture like I do. This is why I smash and smash and smash people like that. They run for the hills. They hide with other accounts trolling me. But they run from the hills because they cannot defeat. I defeat everything they say. Anybody going against me gets smashed to pieces. It doesn't matter who it is that go against what I say. Understand that, right? Again, on February 11, 2016, we had world record holder, quote unquote, calling for a market collapse while I call for a market reversal. Understand what I just said there. One guy with a lot of experience that cannot see things the way I do call for a market collapse along with Carl Icahn. That's how bearish things were on February 11th. If you have any idea of the market, now do you think baby scalpers can do this? No, those guys were thinking the market was going to drop. No, right? They don't know how to call real market direction. They know how to call little blips and blops, and they're running for penny stocks, right? That's not where the real money is made. The real money is made in the real companies that really move the market. The only reason why the penny stock traders even have a way to make money is due to the real market, not the baby market, what they trade with no skill. Blips and blops. That's why most people blow up with that. The ones who success, they want to market, they market themselves, and they make a killing off of dum-dums. Right? I don't sell anything. What I do is I try to help people with the truth. Over and over and over again, I do that for the right people that are smart. Okay, I don't like to make money the wrong way. I like to do it the right way, and I want to help people the right way, not the false way. That being said, let's talk about AMD. I also been talking about AMD. Now, this is another stock that has potential, right? Gain hasn't really confirmed, but how is a stock that in 2016 was $1.93 is at 29.50? Is the market simply bearish? No. This is another factor that I look at, that this stock is closer to breaking out into new highs again. In fact, again, old world thinker, stock clown, would always be bearish AMD. Now, who was right again in the big picture? You study my stream about people who talk negative about AMD, you talk about anybody, you ask anybody, you'll see that the stock clown, old world thinker, did not see a horizon AMD, and PowerTarget Trade did. And I had a plan back over here. We got involved in options, and we caught this whole move right over here, right here, from the 19 area all the way up here, hundreds and 250% gains. Skill. Maybe traders can't do that. You follow people, understand? Now, let me see what else I want to talk about. Now, Apple. How many winning plans I made in Apple? Do I win all the time in Apple? Obviously, it's not possible sometimes due to a thing. But look at this move that Apple made. And do you want to know, there was a rule of mine. Now, I didn't get in due to, again, how things weren't working out. I wanted something to work. Had I been more flat in the market, I would have entered that low. Whether you want to believe it or not, this is how I'm able to identify things. And we'd have caught a 15-point swing right off the bat. Nonetheless, these are the skills that I do have. These are in my rule set. Okay. Now, that being said, what did I cover? So, again, the market has a lot of new factors, political issues that it's sorting out that haven't been sorted out. Like, for example, tariffs. Tariffs haven't been set by. Look, no previous government has been using tariffs, so it's a new factor. It does change things, but do you think that the American economy or the American companies, in fact, they want to show that there's no growth, so they have, listen, it's very intelligent how things are done. Let me put it to you this way. What I do, again, people, I don't want to go into political stuff, because you want to know something, that isn't going to help you. What politicians say, what the, excuse me, what the news say, it doesn't help you. It deters you. So what I do is I analyze the market for what it's really saying. And it doesn't mean that I'm going to be able to catch every movement, or I won't be caught in something wrong. But time and time again, the market shows how I'm correct. And that is what I've demonstrated and proved over and over again. I don't need to prove it anymore, but I can continuously do it because it's what I do. Right? I am greater than 100% correct when it comes to the big picture. I've already demonstrated that since February 11, 2016 on the major reason. People keep calling, they think the market's bearish, and I keep saying no. Every time the market keeps going back up. Why do you think? Stock clown's baffled. Stock clown says, listen to me, the market, okay, the market will be very clear to me. I was shorting, we were shorting the market, and I will be shorting the market if the market gives me that. Multiply prepared for that, but I cannot short a market for the wrong reasons. That's not in how I trade or how I have mindset for long-term success. I have to go with the flow of the market's real movements. This is how I find real success. That's how longevity is created. And I'm able to do that at a highest level. And you won't hear any other person be able to do that. Ask them, have they been able to call the market as powerful as PowerTarget Trade? They will tell you, no, they have not. And if anybody can show me or tell me a person, I would love to talk with them and go over the thing. And but that doesn't exist. All right, now, so again, understand what I just said there, that the market, okay, now another thing I want to put, so how do you succeed in the market long term? It's going through the different periods. In other words, when there's some setbacks, You don't cry, wah. Because just like the SPY over here, listen, I'm being straight out honest. I had some setbacks in this. But was I wrong when I was defending the situation? As you see what the market did. Absolutely not. Did I make a reversal plan? One stock that made a killing 5 times in a row. Absolutely correct. I'll show you what here, BA. Let me show you this whole move. This whole move we were inside. The whole move. 100-point swing caught with 5 different options. 100-point swing. What happened was the negative news, and then we didn't have some successes, and then we've avoided this. But the reality is, 5 winning plans in a row, and the first plan in great fear, because I said I was looking at B, I go, this stock here, and I knew I had this certain key things that I see that most people won't see. This is why I'm able to do this. Again, all documented on my YouTube channel. So, for those who don't understand, look at, I'm going to go short, go to my YouTube channel. Okay, go to my YouTube channel. Give me a sec here, people. Let me organize this thing here. Let me organize this over here first, and then so I'm going to show people again on the live stream. You know, I got to show people again. A lot of people, dum-dums out there. I tell you that right now. Dum-dum city. All right, people. This is why I got to do what I got to do. So listen up. So PowerTarget Trades is a YouTube channel. And I suggest you study, honestly, this created playlist, okay? There's so many powerful videos. It goes on and on and on and on. And I still have to, I haven't even put them all up there. I have to put them all up there. And there's a list of them, okay? Now, if you go to PowerTarget Trade, right? There's a pinned tweet video right over here, right? It explains how to become a member inside of Power Group Trades. Okay. When I say we kill it with options, we do so, right? But do we hit snags on the way? Sure. Due to political issues and things that are factors that can throw a monkey wrench into the charts, right? But does it stop me from succeeding? Absolutely not. Because time and time again, I have been calling the market to go higher, while most just, it's going lower now. Oh yeah, it's going to break down now. Oh yeah. Stock clown, how many times was he celebrating when it finally would go down? Only to quiet his mouth, no more live streams, and look like a clown again. Trust me when I'm telling you, people. And the stock clown is a great metric to look at. I look at him as an old world thinker, no skills, no clue what he's talking about. And another interesting thing I found out about the stock clown, why is he so bearish all the time? I'll tell you why. He just recently admitted that he went on margin 14 years ago and got smashed. So now he blames the market for his stupidity, when he didn't look that he has no skill, and to this day has no skill. Went on margin. That's why he likes to brag and kind of, he likes to hate on people who are on margin. He says these negative things, right? That's why so many people hate on him. The guy's evil, and the stock twits doesn't see that, and it didn't kick him out. The guy bashes people and fears people. Oh, the market's gonna drop. Blah, blah, blah. PowerTarget Trade, I empower people. That's why I succeed. That's why I'm the big picture leader. And you stock clown, you're down in the tubs. Anyways, people, that's so fun. All right, now, let's see here. So I talked about BA. AMD. What else did I talk about? Okay, Home Depot, Apple. Okay, Ruco. Let's talk about Ruco now. I mean, this is an identification stock. Now, let me ask you something. Does a stock, now by the way, we went from Disney, then we went to Ruco. So we have, in the entertainment section, we have 3 stocks. PowerTarget Trade identified winner 1 first, which was Disney. Then we got us into Ruco, number 2. Again, someone who understands that is powerful timing. To this day, Ruko decided to take off again massively, right? Making it hard to catch, did not catch it. Was I right again, the big picture of Ruko? Absolutely. Absolutely. See, if I gave the advice to a billionaire who could hold these positions, okay, because we didn't get back in options, we got out with profits. Billionaire wants to listen to someone like me who calls real direction. This was done when the market was bearish. How? Why is that? Why is that? Why was that? Because the market does not show all the true facts to the real, to the average person, or even the multi-billion-dollar firms. They can't see it like this. They are confused of the market right now, doing analysis why the market should crash in 2020 at blah 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 at blah blah blue. Okay, what about making money now? Big shots. They're quiet with the mouth. Clueless. I know, I see. Trust me, people. Everybody flaps with the mouth. Where are the plans? PowerTarget Trade, plan after plan after plan. And the big picture is very clear. When you look at everything I talk about, Home Depot, MasterCard, Ruco, Apple, Disney. I mean, look at Disney after that run. Is Disney down or still up? Stock Clown was shorting Disney. Still, I'm correct. Is Disney down or up? It's 135. Where did we catch Disney? Right over here. It was against us a couple of days. Where did we catch Disney? On a pop. Do you think Baby Scalper can do that? They can't catch the whole move we caught. We caught it up to this day here. In fact, if I was so thrilled with my stock, I was just wanting to take my profits completely. Had I waited a little bit more, even more insane profits. That is what I'm good for. That is real skill. And that is what you get inside being in my group. I teach that. I teach this discipline. But will we get ready to show it? But am I right? Yes, 1000%. The proof is right there. 135.94. Stock Clown shorting here. This day over here. Stock Clown still wrong. PowerTarget Trade still right. The big picture. That is a fact. This is setting up. Still something I don't want to bother with. However, we went from Disney to Ruco. I identified Ruco. We did not go to Netflix because Netflix did not make it. So people, why not go to Netflix? Netflix is no good, I told people. Now, Ruco, obviously, new highs. PowerTarget Trade identification correct once again. And in massive fear. Keep that in mind. In massive fear. Killing it with correct direction. Big picture leader. Right here, proof over and over again. Study this live stream. Study the truth. Don't study. Get inside of PowerTarget Trades. Study. Follow the instructions, because if you don't, you won't get inside. I have so many people wanting to get in, but they're too dumb. Don't want them in the group. You can't help dum-dums. They're going to lose anyways. I am not for the dum-dums. I am for the smart. And the smart is a small percentage. That being said now, let's take a look now. Let me see if there's anybody. Okay, so again, PowerTarget Trade, massively correct. Massively correct. Billionaire mindset. That's what billionaires want. What's the real direction, PowerTarget Trade? Don't worry. PowerTarget Trade will lead you correctly. Throw away your thing. Pay me a couple $100 million. I'll make you the dollar bills. Shout out to the billionaires out there if they were smart enough to find PowerTarget Trade. Right now, I help the smart. Because I could make long-term investment plans for people with serious size in the account. Because I'm a big picture leader. I'm not showing people. I show people the option side of me, but I identify stuff that is incredible that people do not know. I have been killing it in Apple for 10 years. I called Apple correctly for 10 years. Please, Carl Icahn, I smashed him to pieces. In terms of what I call about Apple, I called it before Warren Buffett, everybody, Carl Icahn, every big firm before anybody else. over and over with option trades and options trades throughout the years. 2016, 2007, you name it. Even 2012, it doesn't matter. PowerTarget Trade has been calling. Apple, I was talking about Apple when Apple was like going from 120 to $1,000 a share. PowerTarget Trade. Now, after that, it come down. It was a 7-to-1 split. PowerTarget Trade, I reinvested in there on the 7-to-1 split. Apple opened up $80. Let's take a look where Apple is today. PowerTarget Trade, the big picture leader, 182. Let's zoom it out. Right? Stock Clown was fighting with me about Apple at 140. It's going to go crazy. How many times did he tell people it's going to fill the gap? He used scare tactics. To this day, since 2017, people, no word of a lie. If we go to videos of me talking about Apple in 2017, you'll see me defending Apple, making plans since then. It's all documented. This is why I will smash anybody out there that doubts any word, that every single word coming out of my mouth is 1,000% true and correct. To the ones, and again, if we were to go and peel through everything, that's why a smart guy wouldn't want to, that's why they will never comment, because this guy's correct. The people who would peel through everything on my YouTube channel, peel through it, you will find absolutely mind-blowing correct analysis skills. And that's what I pride myself. I'm not a baby scalper. I can't catch every little rinky-dinky movement. Or if the market throws market wrenches that are like for example, BA. When a plane crashed, they go find out that they haven't been investing enough in their software. I forgot. There was some real reasons. That's why the stock is worried, but the stock is still very strong. Many times the con was short, people were trying to short BA 200. Listen, people, I've had people go against me when it was at 200. Again, let's talk about who's right, the big picture. You want to go into my stream, you're going to see me talking about BA since 170, smashing many other negative clowns like Trade with Joe. Mashing them to pieces. Mashing. Because when it comes to the big picture, nobody smart enough will go, if they'll go with me and agree with me. The top smart. We're talking about the top 1-2% in the world. They won't be telling people like that. They'll be charging their clients hundreds of thousands of dollars for the advice. That's what you're getting when I'm speaking to you. If you fail from me, it's because you don't take my advice. You don't have the proper account size. You don't stick with things. You don't grind through anything. Right? Do you think companies are making money all the time? Nobody makes money on a straight line. But they're in business. Is Apple making money on a straight line? No. Microsoft didn't make it on a straight line? No. But they didn't stop it from succeeding? No. They kept going at it, grinding, reorganizing. The market is a serious business. If you want success, you've got to treat this as a serious business. You can't treat it like a gambling casino. PowerTarget Trade, I treat this like a serious business. That being said, I also help people by talking to them one-on-one in the live stream, teaching them, telling them the truth, going over the facts, making these YouTube videos, posting on the Twitter, showing people at key fear zones, making plans, showing that how they succeed. More correct than wrong. This is a reality. Now, go back to BA, right? Not BA. Go back to the SPY. So again, over and over and over again, people, right? I've been correct, the big picture, and when you have me on your side, you have a higher chance to succeed because I'm talking about real direction, right? But you still, even if you have the best person on your side, you still have one problem here, right? A lot of people want to second guess what I say. Listen, I deal with a lot of people because they don't have an idea themselves what they're talking about. If you want to step into my shoes and try to do anything remotely, you know you couldn't do it. So why would those people Quiet your mouth. Then you have the big mouth clowns that come and say things, yet they have no documented proof. They just talk with a flap their mouth. I did this, I did that, blah, 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 blah. And good for you. What does that do for other people? It does absolutely nothing. At least I've proven myself over and over and over again, but I talk about factuality, right? But again, I've told everybody, nobody can be on. Listen, is Warren Buffett 100%? Warren Buffett was invested in IBM and he's been wrong for I don't know, was it a decade before he bailed? He was wrong for years on end. And it went against him massively. Does this make Warren Buffett a loser? No. Warren Buffett's methods are different than everybody else's. But no successful person has gone through complete perfectness. No method can. It's the same. It's prevalent in billionaires. It doesn't matter what size of person you are, how much skills you have. Right? The market is bigger than everyone. Right? Did you think Carl Icahn was so bearish the market in 2016? It's not funny. You have no. I know what he was saying. Anybody who has enough experience knows what he was saying. He was massively wrong with all his resources. He's still a pebble in this market. Pebble. A lot of people are pebbles. All big firms are pebbles. Market's bigger than everybody. So what is our power trigger? My system is based on that. It's more powerful than just about anything out there. I am crunching information, just simplifying it. I know my system is that powerful, my rules I've come up with. It blows my mind how correct I am. That's why I'm so confident in long-term success. I already know. I'm more interested in understanding real movement than fake movement. Most people are interested in fake movement, guessing that this is going to bounce over here, guessing that that's a top over here. But they have no idea. They can't identify movements and make money in options for people to be able to make money in large cap stocks, like getting in Apples and Googles and Amazons and Teslas and so on and so forth. All right, now, I think I said a lot of great information. Now, let me see if there's any, Sandra, please talk about Rook. Okay, I did talk about Rook. I got another, exactly. This setting up, yeah. This was great. That's right, F. Brown, that's right. Long-term position stocks as well. Can you post these plans in the group? Right now, long-term positions are something I haven't been focusing on, because the problem with long-term positions is that, well, they're long-term. They take they're long-term. Please talk about Tesla. It's at a critical old support levels now. Well, I think I like about Tesla, I like how it reversed out. This is something I'm not interested in right now. The reason being is this. Tesla needs to prove itself more. For all we know, it can, base in here. So what I do, Stefan, Joy, is I focus on what's making sense, okay? So for example, I talked about a stock like CCI. And I talked about it here, and of course, was I massively correct again? Of course I was. I mean, what isn't new, right? Because, and I talked about it, it was posted on Thing, and I talked about it while there was fear. Again, I was trying to explain to people, listen people, this does not happen in a bearish market. Stocks like this do not come up in my scans. In fact, it wasn't just CCI, there's many stocks that I didn't want to get into, but they looked more ready to go higher. They were just preparing to go higher. And that's how I know. It's a very powerful system I have in place that is highly skilled from many, many, many years of experience and countless of hundreds of thousands of hours of study that created it. That is more powerful than just about anything out there. And I have to teach, I'm teaching some people, and the more people I have that can really harness the ability to think of what I teach, which I'm working on, my group's power will increase exponentially. I would be worth quite a bit of money to manage for large groups with my system ideas. That's my opinion. Right? So, that being said, regardless, I'm not just about making the dollar bills. It's about, see, I could do that. Let's say I would venture into that, but it could cost my health, do the amount of work that they would want from a person, right? I don't want, I want health and wealth. I want that power, and I demonstrate. That's another thing I do, people. You don't see people, 47-year-old men in my age, look like me, okay? If they do, a lot of people are enhanced. Even the fitness world has a lot of phony baloney information that they would go against the truth because there is no money in the truth. Right? Again, it's also a discipline, okay? But what I try to show people is that without your health, you do not have wealth. And if you want to make money in the market, let it be money in the market that makes it to accentuate your health, to give you more times for to give you an easier life. Okay, but I'm not concerned about making the maximum money because the people who do always don't live the longest, are not the healthiest, and so on and so forth. And I'm talking about the majority of people. That being said, Ash says, oh, Sandro is a powerful, exceptional big picture. Thank you, Ash. Ash is also someone very interesting. And by the way, she's a woman, by the way. Now, again, my opinion, Ash has more of an understanding and a discipline. And again, that's why I call it feminization of men than many men out there. She's demonstrated that to me very clearly. And I'm not joking when I say a feminization of men. They're just minds of mush. Listen to me. What makes a man more feminization? Let me explain to you what a masculine man. Simply, you got belly fat. You got belly fat. Estrogen levels are going up in your body. Testosterone is going down. This is a fact. Understand? Belly fat. That's the damage of belly fat. How many men have belly fat? Probably 80% at especially my age, even in the 30s. Belly fat. Right? So, what happens when you have belly fat? Estrogen levels go up, become more in the men, then they go run for TRT injections, screw up your hormones that way, can't produce testosterone anymore, gets all complicated. That being said, many men, they need a father figure. I'm like a father figure. I have to boost the men up. I have to be a father figure. Capiche? Really, seriously. That's why I do these videos. Remember, there's enhanced people. Those people, I will stomp on their heads. As they get older, their health will deteriorate. You put me to them, especially if they go off their enhancements, dead you'd be. Crushed, PowerTarget Trading. I'll give you proof of it. Mr. Olympia, I'll prove this point here. Mr. Olympia is considered the highest level. Of course, these guys are all, you have to understand, they're all souped up. Highest level in bodybuilding. Of course, is it healthy? No. A body weight of 280 pounds of muscle at 6% body fat is not healthy, right? Of course, you see we have the distended guts and so on and so forth. But the current champion, not Phil, what's his name? He won, okay? But he ended up showing up in the show totally out of shape. They were bashing him about it. This is a guy winning the top because enhancements are very, very powerful agents, okay? And when you have great genetics, they can make a person look 1,000 times better. But as he went off of them, clearly went off of it to heal, right? People were bashing him. In fact, you take the other divisions like classic physique or men's physique, and none of those guys ever went out of shape, but they're nowhere near as massively impressive, right? Because humanly, the body cannot sustain those levels. It's not healthy, right? Right? That's another topic anyways. But what I'm getting at is that there's a lot of things people don't understand what's going on, the lies that are fed to them. But PowerTarget Trade, I cut through it all the baloney. And I have to help the people, right? So people come to the live stream and listen. Even when it comes to the health, people are fed tons of baloney to make the drug companies fat. The saqueta, rich, off of the insecurities and weakness of the majority of the population, right? They have, it's just like the opioids, right? They pump up the opioids. Now they say, oh, they're no good. Now they want to pull it off the market because there's a, what's the word? Okay, these are drug companies that create disasters all the time that were FDA approved. Trust me, people. It's all about the dollar bills. The whole market's skewed about how to make the dollar bills, right? And it will do it at the cost of human life, at the cost of killing people. Doesn't care. But PowerTarget Trade, I want to help people the right way. Unfortunately, most people are so dumb and brainwashed, they don't understand what's true from false. They believe that I'm going to make money while follow this, and then they find out that that system eventually doesn't work for them, and they miss out this, and they don't have the mental capacity to really succeed. They may blow up their accounts, right? Like a stock clown. So anyways, people, do you have an opinion when it comes to no, not really. Because, I mean, it could be good. Like, let me take a look here. You know, it could be good, right? But again, one of the problems is I look at I don't like a lot of things about this. There's a lot of things about it that I don't like. I'm not saying that it won't go higher, but I don't see this being as a good contender. It doesn't make it in my scans. It never made it in my scans, and the volume most of the time is too low. And so when that happens, usually, I'll show you the problem. So let's take I'll give you an example. So I look at stuff like options. How do they trade in the options? Okay. So we'll take a look here. So you see, here's the problem. I want to explain this to Stephen Joy. So listen up carefully, my friend. So one of the things I look at is how well do options trade in a now you can see here open interest was 5 and today there's a volume of 10. This is not what I want to. I don't invest in companies that have poor option trading, right? Because and then that's one big reason right there, because the option spreads will go crazy many times. You see the closing price is 3 at the bid and ask show these things, so you get really crazy things. Yeah, whatever, Shirley. I don't know what you're talking about, Shirley. SBUX. But I'm going to have a response to that. Well, look, I mean, this stock made what was you saying? Entry at 80.40. Oh, I see. You want it at 80.40, 80.14. Oh, you're asking if this could go up? Yeah, sure it could. But you know, it doesn't mean this is going to go up very quickly, right? They might need some time. Um, they might need some time. Let me see something here. No, you know what? I'm gonna tell you something right now. Now, this is something I won't go in. However, um, the answer to your question is you could do that, but make sure you get options that have enough time. Surely. You got to tell me the symbol. I don't know the symbol. Amazing. I'm getting people asking me some questions, some good questions today. So surely the answer is yeah. You could do that. However, with options, you got to know what the option price is when you enter, right? Because I don't know if your stop is going to be the right stop. No, Google and Nvidia are out of favor. That's why we're not in these anymore. I haven't talked about them. Google and Google and Nvidia are out of favor, and then also Google has problems. Other factors that weren't present in just a few months. Put up Google. I'll explain this. It's a good question. So no, I don't want to go in. Just because something's beaten up doesn't mean we go into it. That's not how I do things. See, look at, let's think about this, David. The market reversed, and yet Google, of course, is bearish and could not reverse, right? Now, the only reason why Google did this, you see, the stock clown never shorted Google because he was afraid of a bounce in Google. The reason why Google fell is because there was some sort of, I don't know if it was a political issue that was issued, or they're trying to go after Google, they're trying to break them up or something like that. And then, therefore, a monkey wrench was thrown into the loop and caused excessive fear in thing. But big money knew something anyways. They were very smart about this. But of course, the stock clown was very bearish, couldn't catch that, right? No skill, right? No skill. All right, Dexter. I know, my friend. I know you have to go to bed and you start to work early. Yes, a lot of antitrust. That's right. Dexter hit it on the wall. It was a lot of antitrust issues. That's why Google, and it's technically it's there that the market definitely doesn't like these issues. So why would we want to go into that, David? That's how you lose. We want to go into what the market is saying is bullish. This is why I talked about CCI, MDT, Apple, AMD, Walmart, Ruco, Home Depot, because these stocks were bullish. But doesn't mean the market won't throw a monkey wrench. That is what I'm trying to say. But the big picture, you always win when you keep at it. The minute you cry, the minute you run, the minute you don't keep at it, you will become a statistical loser. I guarantee it. I guarantee it. It's all games. Dexter understands. This is why I consider Dexter someone who could be a future power trigger trade. No doubt in my mind. Dexter is special. Special, definitely is. And I know he can be something powerful to this group. I already know this. Because, again, he wants to understand the big picture. He's always was, and again, me knowing someone like Dexter, that is what drives me. People like Ash, like Dexter, like a few other people. But I'm saying these are the really main I mean, Ash, mind blowing, amazing things that she's said to me, things that she's already done in such a short period of time. Mind blowing, amazing. Mind blowing, amazing. Yeah. So the mark, I know why it went down, Dexter, but 1 year from now it's going upward sharply. Yeah, but don't worry. See, David, that's possibility, but there will be. Trust me when I tell you, if there is, there will be opportunities to go on Google. But why would I want to go into Google L now when it has its issues to decompress, right? We want to go in. I don't care what stock it is, as long as the stock meets my rules. We will go into it, right? If something falls out of favor, power trigger trade, I throw it away. I don't, for especially for options. I don't want to battle what Google is not in what the market wants to do. And it can flip, but David, I'm not going to guess what Google L does or doesn't do. When Google L becomes in favor, Power Trigger Trade will gladly go into Google L. But until then, I don't care about Google. Pooh to Google. The same thing would be for Apple. If Apple were to show me something that is not worth getting into, I shun it. I've done it many times. I shunned it in the beginning of January, up until, was it March? Let me put up Apple here, where I made 5 winning plans in a row. I had a loser in it, but more winners than losers. Yeah. So what happened was we got into Apple, yeah, in the February months, and it took about a month for that to be 100% winner, then followed by many additional winners all the way up to here. In yeah, antitrust. Not by the look at the difference in what Apple did. It's not that simple. Um, um, what it could do is, again, I'm not going to go into the political thing. I don't have the answers to China information and stuff. But what I do is this: the way Apple responded here at a key point, and of course along with other market thing. You notice the difference between. In fact, it doesn't matter what it is. I don't think Microsoft responded as well as Apple. Amazon is again out of favor, but not as out of favor as Google, as you can see, right? But she didn't make a strong comeback. These are leaders. Neither did Facebook, right? We take a look at Facebook. Facebook is weaker, but Apple, the more important company, the company that's really making the big dollar bills, that has a lot of great products, she's stronger. Her bounce was stronger, I should say. The bounce reversal was a 15-point swing between here in 2 days. So I do believe that they're going to come up over here at the minimum. And again, we'll take it day by day. But I don't rely on Apple either only. I have many plans to bring us back into very good, healthy zones by doing what is correct, not what is by guessing or what is incorrect. That's right. In fact, if you notice, everything I do is most of the time is buying on power. It was like Ruko, right? So if we go to Ruko, Ruko was bought on power, right? Now let's compare the market to what Ruko was doing. Now we got into Ruko, I think, what was it? I think it was this day here. That's right, exactly this day, because we had to go against temporarily, but then came back for us. But so here it is, this day here, okay? That was May the 17th. And let's bring up the SPY and let's talk about this. SPY. This is why the market is not what it seems. So on May 17th, okay, the market had come down, by the way. Now, if we look at the difference between what Ruko was going up, but the market was going down, okay? And let's compare the 23rd to Ruko. So we'll go to Ruko. And on the 23rd, Ruko was up. So the market down, Ruko up. The market must be bearish, right? No. Real bearish market stocks like Ruko wouldn't do this. They would have fumbled. I guarantee it, David. Okay, good. That's right. That's right, Dexter. So Dexter answered a good question. What do you think? Having someone like Dexter in my group, that means a lot to me. Right? If you change the lives of a few people, that's more than what a lot of people do. A lot of people in this world have made money destroying the lives of people. So good luck to them up there. I, however, I am actually trying to help the right people. I can't help the mass market because the mass market are too dumb to understand the best. They are the right people will come my way through the will of God. The right people will come my way. I am not interested in helping the wrong people because the wrong people cannot be helped. It's pretty simple, right? Anyway, that being said, so I explained it in the live streams, key facts. This live stream, very, very powerful. And again, people, understand that I talked about Ruko. You look at my video, my plans, and we had winning plans in Ruko, all while the market was going down. But I said time and time again, this market's going down for all wrong reasons. And it was able to trigger some of my things. Market's very difficult, but it doesn't matter. Because when you understand the big picture like I do, we will always win in the long run. And you stock clown, You will be destroyed and decimated by this market because the market does not act like you. It is not just going to make some simple massive drops. And I will catch a massive drop if a massive drop comes, stock clown. I assure you that. And I will be having that documented and laughing to the bank and laughing to your face as well. Ha ha, stock clown. The world and the world economy is very different. And it's going to baffle many, many experts because the market is a very powerful force. It's not simply not just by fundamentals. It's a combination of fundamentals and technicals. But alone, fundamentals, I have the fundamental technology skills to figure out what the FA people cannot do. Better than the FA people and better than most billionaires out there like Carl Icahn. Guaranteed. If a billionaire wants to make billions of dollars with me to prove that, we will do so. And we will annihilate Carl Icahn. It'll be make headlines. Any billionaire wants to come to PowerTarget Trade. Then I would be focusing my energy on that. I wouldn't be doing that. But I'd be focusing on decimating the billionaire. That's the kind of skill you have with PowerTarget Trade. So, understand what I just said there. Okay? Baby traders, day traders. Baby skills. They can't call big picture direction like I did with Ruko. They can't make options for anybody to get into and make gains like I did with Ruko. They can't do that. They can't make 5 winning plans in a row in BA in negative, difficult times in the market. PowerTarget Trade did. And these are the same methods I use over and over again. I cannot sway from a method that I know works like clockwork. It's work, people. If the market was easy, everyone would succeed, but they do not. And I take the time to speak in these powerful live streams to those serious for success and answer questions, as you see me did. I answered questions to people. Now, if you're failing and you didn't come and ask me a question, who is it to blame but yourself? Because most of those people are losers. Like the stock clown. I tell it how it is. PowerTarget Trade says you loser mentality. You ask me a question, if I tell you you're thinking wrong, believe me, I have the skills, I have the experience to understand what you may not understand. I have the longevity, I have the documented proof. Do you? No. PowerTarget Trade does. Anybody wants to ask something, I pull up the video. I prove my point. I decimate them into cremate. They do not have this point. They're all talk with the mouth. Blah, 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 blah. PowerTarget Trade, I'm not talk. I prove my point, just like I did on my Twitter stream. Go look at my Twitter, what I said about the market. Look what the market did today. Do you know why it did that? Because PowerTarget Trade has a big picture, that's why. Suck around. Yes, it does. But when the market is truly bearish, I would focus on that. I don't focus. See, part of my system, Victor, is to work with the market direction. The market has remained a bull market. Okay, I do not want to short a market unless there needs to be a pullback. I do not want to short a market when the market's telling me otherwise. I focus on the long side. So some guy asked me about why didn't we short Nvidia? Because we went long Ruko instead. It didn't matter. You can make money both ways in a market like this. But PowerTarget Trade focuses on the real direction of the market. And if we look at the SPY where we are higher. Are we higher from 2016? Yes, we are, right? Let's take a look at the SPY here. Let me make a point here. Let's talk about this carefully. Okay, so in 2019, are we higher than we were in the beginning of 2019? Yes, we are. Are we very far away from the highs of 2018? No, we're not. In fact, we basically hit it again. We actually exceeded them temporarily. In fact, the market, let me tell you something here, David. This year, did you know the market made a new high? So, again, it validates that I'm correct, the big picture. Good question. Victor, sorry. Good question. Good night, good night, good night, Ash. Listen carefully what I just said here. The market this year, from this negative point, made a new high, making me again correct the big picture. Understand what I said. And if you don't understand what I'm said, you're finished. You're through. You do not have success. You will not succeed in this market. What's ahead of us requires massive skills, and my skills are improving year after year to adapt to this the right way. It can't catch everything because 100% means I would know every movement. I do not know every movement, and nobody does. Nor does Warren Buffett, a billionaire. How many countless of millions and millions of millions, hundreds of millions of dollars do they lose? If what is it, BRKB? If BRKB was perfect, BRKB was perfect, they would be only going up Berkshire Hathaway, right? You see this? Look at Berkshire Hathaway. Down, up, down, big huge swings, right? Why? Because they're not making money all the time. But are they making money on the big picture? Do you understand, people? This is why they're billionaires and you're broke donkey. Because you can't. I want to be rich. You want to be successful. You want to make money with brains and have health. That's what I teach. But it's hard. It's work. But don't worry. If you take my advice, have the proper account size, go the proper thing, grind through it every single month. Do the right things. You will succeed exponentially. I guarantee it. BRKY. If they made money all the time perfectly, straight line, they are losing hundreds of millions of dollars. Loss is a part of the game. But do you have a plan to win the big picture? That's what people do not have. This is where I come in. I teach, I preach, I explain, I do the live streams, I make winning videos. I can't do more than that. Then it's up to the individual to study my live streams, to study my winning videos, and then look into themselves and realize, you know what? I am the problem. I have mental issues. I make mistakes. I don't think like PowerTarget Trade does. I can't do what he does. I'm going to go to him for help. Now, even if you come to me, you still got to put the work and effort and develop your mindset and realize that you are a problem. Many people, I assure you, have mental problems. They do not have why can I be a leader? Because I have the mental strength to be a leader. Most people would crumble under what I'm able to, how I stabilize everything from the negative to the positive. They would crumble under that pressure. But I do not, because I am a true leader. PowerTarget Trade. All right, now, good night, people. Some more people came in. It was a good live stream. I always go overboard. I always go beyond the live stream. I don't know why it is, but people ask good questions, and I try to help people. I have that passion, people. That's what it is. It's passion. It's hard to. I gotta go, guys. Good night. Have a good night, people. Have a good night.